G'day there mates, my name is Mr. Magilla-cutti and welcome back once again to my channel. Today we'll be diving straight back into Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Now I do apologize about the breakdown before update. For some bloody reason OBS decided to just switch my microphone over once again after it updated. I don't care. But yeah, last episode we did some side content that involved some Galmon looking at too many screens at the boxing server, and there was one more, but I can't remember what. So yeah, in today's episode we'll be continuing on with that. Now I do apologize once again for going off the grid again for a couple of days, but it turns out I got sick again. Yeah, there's something seriously wrong with me if this keeps happening, so yeah, I'm going to be as soon as I can going to see a doctor. Anyway, with that, get back straight into it, shall we? So we've got two more cases we did the main stores here. This one here, the Nakano Underground, and we have the Ryoto's Youth. Now, I don't know why they made this free stuff, but didn't give. Actually, no, I don't know why. If we will be facing anything. We'll focus on this one for now. Ugh. Work. What an easy job with lots of money. There aren't many jobs like that. Mate, there is no such thing as a free lunch for an easy job. Oh, you took the case. Sorry, you took my case, thanks. Still, that woman you work with, Yoko, is that her name? Yeah, she's kind of weird. I went into the office to submit my request. She says something weird. I'm getting a nasty vibe coming from you. And she even said it's like a detestable aura of a male pursuing a female. I mean, what the hell is that about? You try and send in a serious request and this is what you get? But Yoko is really pretty and she seems like a nice person. When I was in the office, she asked me if I wanted some fresh coffee, but I said I didn't have the time. You dodged the bullet there, man. Oh yeah, case, I forgot. To be honest, I need money at the moment. I'd like to try and find a part-time job so I can pick up a little extra spending money. Huh? Ah, right. I need to pay a fee if I'm sending an official request to a detective agency. So, can you please try and find a nice, cushy job that will make up the fee as soon as you can? Yeesh. Anyway, if it's a job in Eden, and you and that girl would know a lot about it, right? Yeah, that's right. What I'm looking for is a part-time job in Eden. This is usually the easiest one. Please find me 3 options to choose from for a part-time job in Eden. I don't mind if they are a little shady. You should mind. I really need the money. I'm begging you. Let's discuss it once we get back to the office. He wants us to look for a part-time job for him in Eden. It's a pretty easy request. All the same, I say it's a good case for you to handle it as my assistant. You accept a nice, well-paid part-time job, and it's okay if it's a little shady. Looking for a job like that here in Nakano shouldn't be too hard. I'm sure if we quietly ask some of those kinds of people here in Nakano, we'll find something for him. I've heard of cushy, shady jobs quite close to here. I was saying, he needs money urgently. I wonder what he uses it for. Good question, but let's not find out. Alright, so she said that look around knocking over these jobs, so we'll do that first. But yeah, started going off again in my life story, but yeah. But because of what happened, and again I won't be doing the details, but because of what happened, I will try to do a double upload today to make up for it, because I really want to get back into this game, and with me getting sick all the time, yeah, that's not making it work. A dodgy realtor. You can work in Eden, and it's a nice easy part-time job. If you'd like, I can give you a private introduction to the job. In the business, it's called room laundering. One way or another, people die. You just have to live in one of those so-called rooms with a shady history for 3 months. If you do, we can cover up what happened in the room. You might be able to see that which is normally unseen, become possessed by regretful things. If you're not squeamish, it's quite an easy job. If you want, I can give you an introduction, but please don't talk to anyone else about this. Hey. So, yeah. That's the kind of stuff they're talking about. There's people in the market want anything. Yeah. So, you want to earn a quick buck and eat it now, do you? Alright then, I'll introduce you for the job. It's so easy, anyone can do it. I want you to take pictures of ghosts and eat it. What you need to do is get a photo of a ghost, and I'll pay you big bucks for it. Not bad, eh? If you're interested, let me know. Hey, we got one of those people. Like, don't get me wrong, I do think that the code is interesting, but Ghost in Eden, yeah, how do you get Ghost in Digital World? You know, I don't answer that because that's going to be a whole debate. Old laundromat owner. What? You're looking for a part-time job in Eden? Not just that, but a nice, easy, well-paid job too? In that case, I have good news. I have the perfect job for you. Well, this job, you just need to wash stuff pickled in formaldehyde. It couldn't be easier. Huh? What kind of stuff? Are you stupid? Don't ask such questions. Oof. If you want to feel freaked out and disgusted, work in underground rooms in hospitals at night and be terrified all the time, then be my guest. He really snapped. Oh, found one already? Where? Room laundering, stuff pickled in formaldehyde, taking photos of ghosts. That's all just urban legends though. It doesn't have anything to do with Eden. I'm just saying, this ghost picture thing sounds good. Seems like a nice, easy job. Seems like getting paid for just one photo is easy money. Huh? Why do I want to earn money from a part-time job in the first place? It doesn't matter why, it's none of your business. Business? What is it? Ah, Sakura? Huh? What do you mean? Ah. Nothing. It's nothing. Yota, aren't you, by any chance, talking about doing something strange? Huh? The only strange thing lately has been you. You're always talking so carelessly. Well, there's no point in talking to you. Come on, Army, let's go. Take me to quiet. Toyota, Army. I knew you'd come. Huh? How did I know it? I tapped into my spiritual powers. Yeah. Can't believe I'm doing the laugh for this as well. I want you to look into a ghost, the white boy, who has been appearing and disappearing around Kowloon recently. This time, I'd like you guys to take a photo of this white boy. If you take a good picture, I will pay you big money for it. Not bad, eh? Huh? It's super strange that you can take a photo of the ghost with this digital spatial with digital camera. Well, I suppose if you think about it, the very appearance of a ghost in a digital space is in and of itself strange. Except that it's reality. Stop pretending you haven't seen them. Firstly, did you know more than 70% of the people in this world have seen ghosts then? Blah 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 blah. It's all started with the incident at Roswell. The government and the aliens are connected. They're all just covering up blah 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 blah. Great, we have a conspiracy theorist. Cattle mutilation, flying humanoids, even animals falling from the sky. They're all part of the same conspiracy. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, there is no analog nor digital in the occult. Please get this unrumored spectre on camera. Well, what would you expect from an editor of an occult magazine? These obviously lacks any kind of common sense. Yeah, I've heard people go pretty crazy when it comes to that stuff. The white boy. Spectre of Kowloon. Tell the truth, I'm a bit scared to go now. It sounds pretty terrifying. Well, I suppose you might as well come along. Okay, let's go to Kowloon and take some ghost pictures. Guess it's back to the office then. Yeah, like I said before, like I do find the occult interesting, but I'm not obsessive with it. I just find it like to believe that there are some things in this world that we just can't always explain, you know? And like even if we do try to explain it, like I think the saying goes, fiction seems strange, and I don't know how that saying goes. But my point is that yeah, we all obviously see some strange things we can't explain, and when we do try to explain it, yeah, it just seems a lot more stranger than reality. In the end, will it appear to be a good thing if this white boy appears? No, without lost encounters. Anyway, let's hang around here for a while. Yeah, so that guy stopped walking. You know, it used to be his accent. When I got my Digimon, I wanted to convert them so bad. I once heard about the dark versions. I got right out there. All that justice and pride stuff, way too crazy for me. Yeah, it cost me some money, and yeah, it's not exactly safe, but that thrill is something else. That's what hacking's about. I think we talked about it before, but I don't mind repeating myself. Okay, so it looks like everyone's blocking everything. Go on, big guy. Alright, look at this guy. Huh? You're looking for a ghost? Ah, it's about that white boy. I've heard about recently. Right? Okay, I don't know why, but just me saying it like that, it just gives me the wrong impression, and I'm not trying to bring that into it, but yeah, crazy. Yeah, I think anyone who gets all flustered about things like that is a real idiot. Okay, this is a digital world. The real world is a different story, but that doesn't mean that ghosts can't appear here. You gotta think calmly about this. You won't be able to find them because there's no such thing. At the end of the day, I suppose there is no such thing as a ghost. You would never find a ghost like this, not even the faintest trace. What do you do, Army? You mean you want a fake picture? That's a good idea, actually. That stupid old man should be easy to trick. That was an old man. I thought it was younger than that. Right, we do this, Army. You should play the part of the ghost. But you're the only one who can. Oh no, do it more like this. Do it more ghost-like. More like a ghost. Remember, you've done things in your life that you regret. There are people around with whom you have unfinished business. That kind of thing. Hey, what are you doing? Huh? What? Oh, there's nothing then. Huh? What? The white boy? Oh, hey, hurry, take the camera, take a picture. The camera, get the camera, quick. Yeah, that is not. So, let me get this straight. You couldn't get a photo of the white boy, so you decided to fake the picture. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Even so, this picture... An elementary school kid could have taken a better picture than this. In the end, we will have to reject this case. What? No way! Army and me, we put everything we had into this one. It doesn't matter. Sit down. I'm going to show you how to take a picture of the ghost properly. Terror basically arises from the human imagination. Anything looks like a face from the right angle. This is how you can stimulate the person's imagination with a photograph. The key is the technique in the ghost photography. So you just need to evoke a neutrally human phenomenon and an area. I think I'm saying that wrong, I'm not sure. For example, here, the perspective in this picture... What's wrong? Looks like this camera took the photo. Huh? Where? Look, behind Army. You can see a human figure, but it has got a head. Ooh, this is a real ghost photo. Okay, let's take this to the. Let's go take this to the editor right away. Army, Kyoko, thank you both. 90% of ghost photos are fake. I never thought this one would be part of the 10% that are real. Let's see if I'm the one in the photo. Huh? You? I was worried about your place, so I followed him to his whole room. I was trying to watch him from the shadows, but I must have slipped into the frame. I wonder if there's a connection between you and Ryoka's actions. Actually, my birthday is coming up soon. I see. So that's why he needed the money. He needed money to buy me a present, so he was looking for a job where he can make a lot in a short space of time. He shouldn't have tried to buy me a present that he couldn't afford. So he was doing his best to find a part-time job to buy a present for himself he was in love with. Young love. Hey, are you okay? You have a blank expression on your face. But it's like your mind is somewhere else. By any chance, is there someone else you are in love with? Okay, so that's that one solved. So it was about a present for an unrequited love, right? You know, our caseload has just got a lot more colorful since you got here. Yeah. Alright, Nakano on the ground. I'll explain all the details. The client this time is the local government that takes care of the utilities for Nakano. Basically, it's a bureaucracy agency. Why are you so shocked? Of course, we specialize in the supernatural and complex cyber crimes, so we usually have a very specific clientele. But we've cooperated very well with Detective Matayoshi's police force, so they consider us to be pretty good at detective agency. Sorry if I'm stuttering on words again. So we received a case from a public agency, quite a rare event. This case was originally discussed by Detective Matayoshi with the government agency. It's a bit special, so Detective Matayoshi passed us down to the government agency like a sort of ace up his sleeve, and now it's our case. Got it? Yep. Yeah. The case is to unlock a gate in Nakano Underpass. It seems the gate is locked due to some electronic glitch and can't be opened. Huh? What? You don't know about the Nakano Underpass? It's a facility that houses the equipment used to provide Nakano's public utilities, such as power cables, water pumps, and so on. They were moving forward with a plan to improve the look of the city center above the ground by housing the public utilities underground. What? Looks like the visible power cables and telephone poles are set to disappear in the not too distant future. Yeah, optic fiber cables and all that. Underneath Nakano is a vast complex of tunnels, so there are, of course, many entrances. One of these entrances is the place where the gate we need to unlock is. It is a password-protected electronic lock, but it seems some time ago it locked for no reason, and no one has been able to open it since. They contacted the manufacturer, but they gave up. They will destroy the gate, but obviously they will incur serious costs. While the costs were discussed, weird groaning sounds were heard coming from the other side of the gate. It seems something strange is going on. manufacturer had a bad feeling about it and didn't want to open the gate, but the government suspected criminal activity and called Mother Yoshi. I see. So then the butt passed down to the detective agency. Well, after all, we have the best people for the job if you want to access a place that is off-balance the most. This is actually a good opportunity. I've been wanting to investigate the rumors surrounding Nakano's underground system for a while. The gate in question has an electronic lock, so naturally there is a cyberspace inside. You're the only one who can break the gate without destroying it. Sorry on it. Before they receive permission from the government to access the underpass. Alright then, shall we go and find out what the real situation with this underground gate is? Where is the groaning voice coming from? What kind of strange world lies beyond the gate? This is gonna be so much fun. Huh? It's an underground gateway, so there'll be just an underground tunnel behind it, right? Have you ever heard of a... I don't know what that's called. Something process in quantum mechanics? I guess I should tell you about Schrodinger's cat. Until we open up the gate, we cannot know if we will find an unknown tunnel or a void of space. When you open the gate, the world is a flux of overlapping possibilities, so just try to enjoy it. Let's go. The case is it's a simple matter of unlocking the gate, but behind the gate, your job is to find that out. She really does delve into the crazy factors sometimes. I thought I needed to like heal up, but I couldn't. Okay, we can go to the underpass. If you arrive at the underpass, the gate we need to unlock is inside. The control panel should be beside you. You see it, connect jump into it and unlock the gate. This one. What happened? What? Connect jump isn't working. That's strange. It's an electronic lock, so there shouldn't be some kind of... Sorry, there should be some kind of network inside it. That suggests you didn't activate the connect jump properly. Be quiet, phone. Right, I think it's time that I verify your ability to perform a connect jump. Raise your hand. Now concentrate. Now what? That's it. 30 minutes later. 1 hour later. Several hours later. 100 years later. Why are you doing this now? Whatever you're doing, it seems like it's not working. Oh, there we go. Oh no, it looks like I can't verify it. Well, it seems that you can only think up if you feel disappointed. If I were to foster a theory as to how your connect jump works, the ability to locate a digital wave piggybacks on it and into the target's location, digital space, and then enters it. It could be a network, a PC server. It doesn't matter what the target location is. if it has a digital space, then you should be able to access it. However, there seems to be certain limitations when interfering with the digital wave. In other words, when you can, you can't, and when you can't, you can't. What we determine is that you connected before by chance, even if there are specific reasons why you are able to do each time. Specifically, cause and effect are connected to the digital waves. Wait a sec, how can you connect jump this time then? I don't have any proof to support my answer, but perhaps there were others like you who tried and failed to open the lock and were disappointed? Yes, disappointment is definitely key. I rambled on long enough. Please get this lock open as quickly as you can. Okay then. Yeah, I think that this was just pretty much a small filler. Hello? What have you got here? I do apologize again for rambling on like I did, but like I mentioned before, this game is dialogue heavy, just blah 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 blah. Oh wait. Hack and skill, copy and paste. Copies the target color data and temporarily saves it by passing on color space. For fixed place, the security will be dropped and you'll be able to continue. Move it to a different area will clear any copied data. Yeah, so basically that little diamond above our heads means we got the yellow that data there. And if we move to a different zone, then it just disappears. The rules should be unlocked now. Let's go back and check. And there. Those are the Whoa. Okay, was not expecting that. Well, technically I was, but shut up. It seems you managed to unlock the gate, so thanks for that. It must have been easy for you, given your skill. What? There's a bit of a labyrinth in the underground tunnel. What do you mean by a bit? Is there a sign of a Digimon or an Eater in there? I see. It is strange to see a small section of labyrinth. I know I said we couldn't know what we could find, but I wasn't expecting that. I believe we have witnessed a special digital wave occurrence. It's as if some kind of current. I see. This is definitely a ley line. Here comes another long explanation. Grab a cup of tea if you want to skip this bit. Have you ever heard of the ley lines before? There are many in Tokyo. They are also called dragon chains. Dragon signifies the undulating landscape, the hills and mountains. The dragon chain is what we call the flow of the land spirit. It's well known that Soise Tenkai, advisor to Lashu Tokugawa, turned Edo into a great Feng Shui city. It's said that he built a waterway and path to lead the chi from Mount Fuji and Tokyo Bay to Edo Castle. Of particular note in this instance, the Kenajai and Arakasua Shrine to the northeast and Shojoji and Pike Shrine to the southwest. All big regions, big religious installations. In Feng Shui, those directions are thought to draw negative energy that way. The shrines hold big festivals to purge and expel that energy. And if you look at the ley lines that connect Buddhist temple Kenajai and Jojojai and Shinto shrines, you'll find they cross right inside old Edo Castle, home to today's Tokyo Imperial Palace. It's really quite fascinating to see. Nowadays, the waterways have been swamped out for rail lines and radio towers and radio towers dot the northeast and southwest. Could say we've finished what I think I started. Viewed from the eyes of the current society, those rail lines and radio towers are artificial ley lines that supplement the old roads and waterways. Naturally, when you're standing on the ground, constructs another ley line running through Tokyo too. Not just any ley line either. The one that's believed to be emanate from Mount Fuji is supposed to run right through here. Yeah. The man-made tunnel layered on top of it allows the digital waves to keep flowing in perpetuity. It's really a particular thing going on down there. So again, it's just dialogue. That's what producing this quasi labyrinth you're seeing now before you, sorry. Knowing that those weird voices that people are supposedly hearing are probably belong to Digimon that are appearing as a result. I could go on for a while yet about this subject, but you at least somewhat get what I'm saying, right? Yeah. I'll take that to mean you understood it well enough then. At this point, your work is essentially done, but you can't exactly just ignore this newfound discovery of yours either. Why don't you go a little further in and check things out for me? Okay then. think that's right. I could be wrong. Now this place is actually a definite library because there are actually like some block gates depending on which way you go down. Yeah, like so. So we can't go down that way. We have to go through the other way. Does make it a bit annoying, I will admit. The tunnel just keeps going on, you see. If it stays on course like that, you're going to end up in Ropon G, which would mean, you know, this reminds me of something else I've heard about before. Ah, God. Spare us. As I mentioned before, Tokyo's ley line stands from Mount Fuji, which is, of course, not all that coincidence given that it's a sacred place. And that energy takes old highways like Kosu, Kaido, and Hokkaido to get to Tokyo from Mount Fuji. That energy joins up with underground waterways going along the highways that carries Mount Fuji's snowmelt to Tokyo, flowing into the city together. One theory holds that the first place where that water appears above ground on the original Tokyo happens to be where else but Nakano. Simply put, all the ley lines that flow throughout Tokyo will all be coming out of our own stomping grounds, believe it or not. Wouldn't that be amazing to think about if it turned out to be true? Damn me. Whoa. Where are we now? Stop right there. Don't go any further. You're standing at the border of the... I never seen that word before. Go any further and you'll be in central government territory. That's a hard you best not hope. What do I mean treat though? That's a hell of a thing to stumble into just walking around inside that tunnel. We aren't prepared for just yet to pick that sort of fight. There's still too much we don't know. This little tangent of ours has gone on has gone on long enough, I think. Get back the way you can and regroup at the office. Though it's not as strong as we're used to, that tunnel is causing a digital shift. We should probably keep it locked up like before after all. No idea how I'm going to explain all this to our client. No matter how you spin it, it'll probably be a lot to take in. I wouldn't be surprised if we came away looking even sketchier than we already do. Let's just leave Detective Matayoshi. Let's just let Detective Matayoshi deal with it. Some sorts of best left to others. You're curious about what exactly was actually beyond where you smiled. That makes two of us, believe me. Actually, while you were on your way back, I decided to look into it a little bit. Apparently, what you found was a Kamishiro research lab of all things. Don't be dense. I told you, that area is under the jurisdiction of the central government. That's not the sort of place you wander into for fun. If nothing else, it indicates that Kamishiro and the government have a tighter relationship than what we previously suspected. Going after Kamishiro would well mean that we'll also be ruffling the government's feathers. That's why we can't be hasty right now. We'll do what we can to prepare and cross that bridge when we come to it. This is just a guess on my end. I imagine it was Kamishiro that changed the password on that door and rendered it impossible to get open. they probably weren't counting on us being able to actually break in and snoop around. Knowing that, it could well serve as our ace in the hole later, when the time comes to confront them, hopefully unawares. But again, let's not worry about hashing out the details until we have to, and just be grateful we have that up our sleeves if need be. On that note, I realize this case is technically closed, but what do you say about heading over to Rob Ponding? I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right, and I do apologize for me one more time. I don't mean on official business, rather I'm keen on doing a little independent intelligence gathering for our own internal use. Surely you're interested in knowing why Kamishiro has built a research lab underneath the Metropolitan office too, right? So, how about you just walk through the front door there and see what you can find? Sounds good? Okay then. Well, this is going on longer than I thought it would. Oh, are you here for the tour of the lobby? Please, come on inside. You must be confused. Let me explain. Construction on this Metropolitan office isn't entirely complete as of yet. Well, it was at one point, that is, until a major firm came in and it was decided that the upper floors merited additional construction. As such, while that's going on, the lobby here remains free and open to the public to visit. Okay. Did you make it inside the Metropolitan office? Alright, I get you. So they're all right with you hanging around the lobby. Well, that makes our work a little easier then. Go on in. All you need at this point is a terminal somewhere so you can infiltrate their systems. Piece of cake at this stage, I'd say. So once you find a terminal, just slip on in and work your magic like always. Wish I was there to see it myself. Seems quite the sign. Reminds me of the Tower of Babel in a way. Yes, I'm starting to ramble again. Yeah, you are. Don't worry about me. Feel free to get back to work now. You can found a terminal. It's something wrong out there. Oh? You found a terminal that's digital shifting a little. Huh. If this shift is weak while still prominent enough for you to notice it, it could be a sign this place will turn into a labyrinth later on. But for now, try connect jumping into it. We have no idea what could be inside there, so stay on your feet, alright? Alrighty then. Okay, so this is an entirely new place for the look. And let's head this way to check the chest. No Patamon there, let's date it. That. I might be able to get Digimon involved, but we'll see. Come on. Bug recoveries. Okay. And number 2. Just gonna have. There's an Eden here. Oh, deal. I'm not surprised if there's digital waves here, then of course the Eden might be attracted to it. Need to be 14. 16. 16. 15. Well, we got a defense penetrating Digimon. Oh! Big hit. Nice. I didn't. That's a big boost in experience. So you found it eat it inside there after all. But you couldn't find any other evidence of note. You're not seeing the forest for the trees here, Army. The fact that there was an eater inside the terminal, all this is big evidence in and of itself. Regardless, let's call it a day here. Get on back to the office now. Okay then. But yeah, I would definitely think that an eater inside there definitely is a big evidence, meaning that Tamashiro probably has some connection to the digital waves. That was probably hard work going all over the place today, but thanks to you, I think I'm starting to piece it all together now. While you were out and about, I decided to measure the digital waves coming out of that building, and I found that the Metropolitan Office itself is one big digital wave force field. But what I can tell, energy is flowing straight into the Metropolitan office via the ley lines inside Nakado's underpass. So that underground lab Kamishiro has beneath the building is probably controlling the energy flow. You remember what I said about ley lines when you were inside that tunnel, don't you? I blanked out. There are two things at play here. Natural energy flow from the Earth along the ley lines and the digital waves emanating from the sea of electronics. If you can make a massive structure like the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Office or hub for those things, then you can manipulate their flow. Why did you need to do it that way? Well, for one, digital waves might be invisible to the naked eye, but they still have mass and therefore require a vessel. And the bigger the vessel is that contains, and the bigger the vessel is that contains those waves, the more energy you can build up. It probably also explains the new construction going on, as more space would mean that much more energy Kamishiro could stockpile. That extra energy will then go on to impact the building beyond the facility. Hence the digital shift you ran into in the lobby. And with a good digital shift comes an eater, of course. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if that place goes labyrinthian eventually. But we don't have to be concerned about that threat anymore now that you clean the joint up. On the other hand, it's worrying in its own way that things resolve so quickly at this point. The fact that digital waste can be concentrated in such small quantities as to attract individual eaters and produce a micro labyrinth is scary. If you haven't been there, it might as well not have been caught until much later. The whole thing doesn't sit well with me at all. This case has taught us that there's technology that most suppress large amounts of digital waves as they build up and place wherever. The deliberate and calculative nature of it all indicates that somebody's got big plans in the works, suffice to say. This of course for more investigating. We need to figure out how long this has all been going on, and guess what exactly it's for. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we move forward. I mean, we're on the summit here, I know it. Okay, that... I need a drink after that. And it ranked up. Cool. Your drive is really admirable. Keep it up. One way or another, we'll definitely deal with Kamishiro when the time is right. Oh, we're not done? Shibuya Records. Okay. Well, we'll do that in the next episode because I've been recording for about, how long have I been recording for? An hour? Oh, jeez. That's longer than I thought. But, yeah. That was definitely longer than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I knew we were going to do the Nakano thing, but I forgot that it was additional stuff there after going underground. Ugh. But yeah, the fact that Kamishiro has got something up their sleeves that has to do with digital waves is really interesting. Especially considering the fact that they ordered the Metropolitan building to have more floors added onto it, so they can store more digital energy. Question is, for what? Do they have planned? Maybe we'll have to find them in the next one. So that's going to do it with me. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, because I'm sure as heck doing it. If you did enjoy this video and you want to see more, just hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and show your support for the channel. I'd very much appreciate that. Now with that said, I better head off. I've got things to do. Anyway, take care. Lots of love. Drive safely out there, people. Bye-bye.